EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Huntley working from the gun. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he's got some space here. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Huntley off of play action. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Flowers going to go in motion right.
On the ball, now.
Huntley to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number? There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Jaguars at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's one.
On second down, here's Murray. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there, and it's third down. But you look at this defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. Is playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you pull the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
This is Davenport. And room there to work it inside the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And Johnson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He corrected.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After one, 7-3 the score. The Ravens send their punt around now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Play action. Now it's Murray. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Duvernay in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. A run with Davenport. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Cougar 19. Say, hey. Buffalo 18. 19 Lions.
Out of the gun, Huntley. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Huntley looks to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now Hill to return it. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Davenport. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jackson Smith-Njigba from 21 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one It's out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run to Mitchell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Huntley. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this returnable for Hill. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Johnson's kick is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now 2nd and 5. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's Davenport, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 85 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Huntley going to change the play here.
60 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Here's Murray. It got his man.
shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Murray now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram with career touchdown number 60, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because
it's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards.
It's a pickup of 61 yards. First down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Oh, good move at the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
35. Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. To throw is Murray. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second-half blowout material. Murray now to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jackson Smith-Njigba with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Kickoff for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw here, Huntley. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Huntley. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Huntley. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18 Rattler.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. Ready.
On 3rd and long, here's Huntley. And this will be caught at the 30. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Tag. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw, Huntley. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Huntley to throw. That is caught, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19.
2nd down throw from Huntley. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
42. Ravens 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against him on those last 2 drives. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back to throw it. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Johnson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, we figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some points they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Check smash, Buffalo 18, 19 Lions. Check smash.
Hundley looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandably so, not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
But partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This